Next match on the TV table, both players sponsored by the Clubhouse Bar and Billiards in Lynchburg, Virginia. First, actually from Lynchburg, Virginia. Gentlemen, you would like the first break. Break tonight. Home crowd. Starting shortly on table number 12. We have Bobby Table playing Eric Cole.
And we're back. Here we are on the TV table. Danny Mastermaker, local Richmond star. And he's playing Greg Taylor, who's from Roanoke, Tidewater area? I can't remember. This is Brian Keller coming to you live from Diamond Billiards here in Midlothian, Virginia. It's the 8th annual Virginia State 9-Ball Championships, sponsored by Diamond Billiards LLC, Inside Pool Magazine, who is bringing you this wonderful high-def live broadcast over the internet. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors, Simonis Cloth, the official billiard cloth of the State 9-Ball Championships, Kamui Tips and Chalk, and Inside Pool. I'll be joined here in the booth by tournament promoter Joshua Dickerson. And looks like Taylor has won the leg. He'll get the first break. And he made a ball in the break, but he's got, he can hit the one, but he really don't have a shot to speak of. I guess this will be playing safe here. These diamond tables are really, they play really tough. I'm always amazed at people who play well on these tables. Yeah, your stroke has to be dead on. You got a little roll that time. Managed to bang the 7 ball in. It looks like he still has a shot on the 7, or on the 1 ball, I mean. Oh, that was an uncharacteristic scratch in the side pocket. And I'm joined in the booth by Joshua Dickerson, our tournament promoter.
Brian, glad to be here. Always happens when you get to this point in the tournament, you got two players, representatives for the same cue stick or table manufacturer, or in this place, and in this case, a pool room, having to play each other. They're both sporting their clubhouse shirts.
Hey, where's the billiard room?
Out in Lynchburg, Virginia. It just opened about a month ago.
Okay.
Has diamond tables, very good food set up for not only pool tournaments, but hosting a few different types of events. So.
In Lynchburg, huh?
Good bed.
Guessing they don't serve beer. I'm just guessing. I don't think Lynchburg's a dry county, just a dry city. Danny's looking pretty good here. He got a nice little 5-ball run out. 8-ball left, and then the 9.
Always been very impressed with Danny Mastermaker. Has a very simple game, has very good fundamentals, doesn't try and do anything too fancy with the cue ball. Just pretty cut and dry, gets the job done.
He does. Danny asked if I could show him the ropes on how to play straight pool a couple of years ago, and he takes the first rack and goes up 1-0. So Danny said, how about showing me a little bit of straight pool? So we got together this one lunch hour, and he had no clue what he's doing and ran 37. First time he had the cue in his hand. I said, thank God you don't know what you're doing. He just, he's such a good ball pocketer. He just really just rocks everything.
One thing I like about Danny, too, in particular, is he's always trying to improve his knowledge of the game.
Yep.
He's always watching players. He's asking me, do I have matches with this guy involved or that guy involved? Because he's always trying to take a little bit from everybody to see how they do something in particular and trying to incorporate it into his game.
That's exactly right.
So, and that's what you have to do. I remember one of my experiences at the U.S. Open. Might have actually been the first U.S. Open in 1999 that I went to. My break it was the bane of my existence, as it is with most pool players. You try and find what's going to work for you. And I said to myself, I'm going to watch one particular player, see how they're breaking, and
Danny's got the 9 rolling to the bracket and does not go. Wow.
So I decided in '99 to watch Johnny Archer, who has one of the best breaks in the business, and not only one of the best breaks in the business, he also won his first U.S. Open that year.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's a good one to emulate, no question. Breaking very powerful break for a guy so skinny.
And
I don't know if he left a little meat on that bone or not. I don't know if Danny can get a shot to get the 1 over and make the 9. So while he stocks this table, I'll remind you we're coming to you live from Diamond Billiards in Midlothian, Virginia, southwest of Richmond, Virginia. We have a terrific venue for this event. This is the third year in a row we've been here at Diamonds, and just a great venue, terrific tables, terrific equipment, great food. It's a great place to be. If you're ever in the Richmond area looking for a place to play some pool, Diamonds is a place to come. And we're brought to you by Inside Pool Magazine, who is putting up this live high-def feed for your enjoyment. It's available on InsidePool.tv. It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. And it's on va-pool.com. So Danny Mastermaker trying to do something with the 1 ball here after a pretty good save from Greg Taylor. I'm sorry, that's Greg Taylor after a good save from Danny. My bad.
very smart shot by Danny. I thought he was going to try and attempt to take a ride on the Redding there, and made a good hit, and looks like you got him hooked.
I don't even think you can see a piece of it. That's a good shot. Oh yeah, he's hooked good. He's either going to kick at this or play a little masse number around it. He's going to go for the masse. No, he's backing off. He's thinking about the masse. I don't think he can get a masse around there. Not without jacking way up in the air.
Or being Filipino.
What would Efren do?
That's a great shirt.
It is. My other favorite is in the spirit world, all the ghosts play the Efren.
Very nice. He's going for the masse.
Yes, he is. Oh, just missed it.
Good try.
Still playing it. Nope. I don't believe he hit it.
And the question is, does Greg... Doesn't look like he has enough room to get a 1-9 combination, but he rolls down and he shoots a 2-9 combination.
Yep. That'd be the way I'd play it. I like him from here.
I do too. And I do have to make a comment out there. My fellow commentator here, every year that I've done the Virginia State Championships, Brian, being a master craftsman, woodworker, has made the trophies for this event. They're shaped like the Commonwealth of Virginia, out of walnut, a black walnut from Virginia, and is done a great job with them every year, and I know every champion and runner-up that receives that plaque at the end of the year, they cherish it always, and they really enjoy it. So thank you again for your dedication.
Nice. Thank you.
This
is a great event. I love playing in it. I love being a part of it. It's always a good time. I proved to myself that going on the road 4 weeks in a row and then coming home and practicing for an hour the night before the event is not a good way to play. Not a good preparation technique. But, as always, I have a good time here. I'd like to have played a little bit better, but it was a fun 2 and out.
How many can say that out there, folks? Not many.
I like to have, if you lower your expectations far enough, you can enjoy the game.
That's a great shirt I think we've got. It was a fun 2 and out. I'd have about 800 of them in my closet.
Nice T-shirt. I need to come up with that one. Let's talk to Jim about that. All right, we're at 1-1 here on the TV table. Danny's surveying the land. And he's going to play a little safe. Did he catch a rail? I guess he got a rail with the cue ball, maybe?
Yeah. Let's see if we can get the side angle camera view here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's hooked him. Ugly rat, that cluster of 3, 4, and 8 over there.
No, that's 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2, 3, 4. Oh, God, it just gets worse. So
Greg's weighing his options here.
I think I like going to the foot rail and back, trying to get it that way, but I don't know that it'll get you anything. So he's going to try and spin it.
Good try.
Okay, that didn't do much.
And you got the 6 near the 2, 3, 4. If I were Danny, I'd be playing another safe. You got that cluster of balls there. Use it to your advantage.
So you shoot the one up here,
burying behind the 2, 3, 4.
The screen and bury the cue ball behind the 2, 3, and 4. That's a good idea. And actually, if you could hit it hard enough to bump into the 2 and move the 8 out of, or the 4 out of there a little bit, that'd be a good way to play it. I can draw it up.
That's what he's looking at.
That execution part always escapes me. Beautiful diamond table with Simonis 860 cloth on it.
Tournament blue. I know you're a traditionalist. You have a Brunswick anniversary at home and has green felt on it, but I got to tell you, this blue cloth for tournaments, and particularly the stream, is just spectacular.
Yeah, it's dynamite for the colors. Absolutely.
And a great save by Danny Mastermaker. Kind of behind the 3 and jacked up on the rail.
Yeah, he's pretty sewn up here. And in getting out, he doesn't want to hit. He doesn't want to disturb any of the other ones down here. He still wants to try and get a hit on the one. I think if he goes down to the head rail and back up, that's his best chance to get a hit. I don't know if he can get anything out of it though.
Oh,
and
just can't get
hit
to the rail.
No rail.
That 8 wasn't there.
All
I think he'd have been okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. So he's on 2. So does Danny work to get out here, or maybe makes the 1 and then tries a safe on the deuce? You know, if he can bring the cue ball back up here to between like a diamond and a half this side of the side pocket at the head end of the table after making the 1 ball, then he can he could probably kick the 2 and stick it behind the 4 ball, but I don't think he's going to try anything quite so dramatic.
He might be trying to roll him up on the 8 ball here.
I think that's what he's going to do, yeah. If he 3 fouls him, he doesn't have to mess with the 2, 3, 4. That's
there you go.
Always a good technique.
Oh no, he's playing a little more of aggressive safe. He's thinking about trying to bury him between the. Nope, he's going back to his first instinct.
Thinks better of it and goes back to what he planned on. No, he's triple guessing himself. He's it's so frustrating when you just know what the shot is you want to play and you can't get comfortable over it.
That's a good shot, but he left in the side rail to kick at.
Well, yeah, well, maybe. He's got to just get past the side pocket. So we're also sponsored by Kamui Chalk and Kamui Tips. I have not had a chance to use either of those products. I hear they are something special.
Yeah, yes, JR actually told me he got to try them at
Oh, he three-fouled him.
Valley Forge.
And Danny goes up 2-1 after three-fouling Greg Taylor. Wow.
Big confidence booster there.
Yeah, definitely.
Greg's a very good player.
And we're back. Danny Mastermaker breaking off, leading 2-1 in this match. 2011 8th Annual Virginia State 9-Ball Championships. Coming to you live from Midlothian, Virginia. I'm Brian Keller. Alongside me in the booth, Joshua Dickerson, tournament promoter. And Josh, you've done a terrific job building this event. I think you should be very proud of the work you've done and the 8 great years of pool you've put in here.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. I am very proud with what we've been able to accomplish. The first year, I can remember being here the morning of the event trying to fill it up, just trying to get those last few players in,
right,
to what we're sitting here today with, a live stream going out across the world, and literally the world, because Mr. Dorsey, Tom Dorsey, which is the father of the owner of Diamond Billiards, Thomas Dorsey. Mr. Dorsey told me that he has put out on his Facebook page through his company, Dorsey Wright and Associates, to please tune in and watch the greatest pool players in the state of Virginia compete this weekend. And he does business all over the world, so he has friends and contacts and business associates in Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and all over Southeast Asia.
Very cool.
Watching the event. So yes.
Well, we welcome all of our international viewers to the telecast. This is great. So you're not just bad and nationwide, you're international. That's great. ZZ Top would be proud. So all the insomniacs in the Philippines are up, staying up, catching this. That's good. Let's see, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's about 5 a.m. in Japan, so...
Great shot by Mastermaker.
Oh, tough one. Tough one. It's always a tough shot right there. You don't want to get too cutesy with that side pocket. That's why I always give it a wide berth, but that's a tough one to take. So here's Greg Taylor down on the 9 with a chance to go up, or go to 2-all. And he's got it. Alvin had a very confident stroke on that on that scorecard there. So we're 2 games apiece, knotted up 2-all. What round is this? The 3rd round on the winner's side?
Yeah.
3rd round on the winner's side here in the 8th Annual Virginia State 9-Ball Championships, coming to you live from Diamond Billiards in Midlothian, Virginia, about 20 miles southwest of Richmond, suburb of Richmond, Virginia. And beautiful Diamond Billiards, been in business a little over 3 years. Just a terrific venue. They have nice equipment. They take great care of it. It's really a pool players club to go to, because the table conditions are terrific. The food is great, and terrific bar. I mean, everything here is dynamite.
Greg getting ready to break here. Let's see what he does. Not very hard. Tries to control the cue ball.
And
dry.
Well, what's the 5 ball's going to go? Nope. You know, it's interesting. The rack type is really very interesting, as it tends to keep the tends to encourage a soft break, just something crisp, and to make the wing ball, but what you wind up with is some really funky rolls out of it as a result.
Absolutely. Great product. We used it last year for this event. I liked it so much I wanted to bring it back this year.
So here comes Danny, makes the one ball. And he's got what appears to be a decent table. He's measuring up to get to the 3 and then to the 4. The 4 ball looks like the one that might give him a hard time, unless he can just play it into the 5 and then play the 5 from there. But then the 6 balls, ooh. He tried to force it to get that 5 ball out of there so he'd have room to shoot the 4, and jarred the 2 ball, which banged into the 5 and got everything loose. So Greg Taylor coming to the table now for his try to get out of this rack. The idea is, can he solve the puzzle that is this rack? And that's one of the great things about 9-ball. Every rack is just a little bit different, and everything is just really all about solving the puzzle and then executing the shots. All right, shot a nice stopper on the 2 ball. He's going to come probably 1 rail straight down table. Now he's going to go 2. Willing to take the longer shot so that he can play a decent position. Now this shot's going to be tough. He's going to have to force the cue ball to the side rail and come back out to make the 5. And because he was trying to force it, diamond tables, you can force them, but you got to hit them dead center in the pocket, or it's going to rattle on you. It's a very precise table for pocketing balls. It'll make you play, that's for sure.
Table number 10 on also the one side. Ray Raymond and Ray Hicks. Table number 10.
I think Danny wanted a little less angle than that for this shot. He's gonna have to either stretch or get the mechanical bridge. He's going to need to spin the ball or put a little bit of draw on it to keep it from screaming all the way up the table. So my guess is he will put a little bottom right on this and go to the bottom rail first and then the side rail and come out, because you don't want to get too far away from this end of the table. Danny's one of those players who's not the least bit concerned about playing with the mechanical bridge. Danny's got a very nice game, and he likes the mechanical bridge because he's practiced with it over the years. Instead of trying to travel the 5 ball or the cue ball around a couple of rails, he tried to go up and back the whole way. He apparently felt he had a clear way, and unfortunately he just overcut the 5 and left it hanging in the jaws. So now Greg's got a fascinating shot, because he's going to have to figure out just how hard to hit this and still have a shot on a 6 ball. Oh, played it perfectly. That's a nice shot. Now the hard part here might be getting from the 7 to the 8. It looks like the 8 is just kind of past the pocket a little bit. So he's really going to want to get up between the side pockets after he hits his 8 ball in. So he's going to come up 1 rail, and I think he's played it perfectly. A little bit of bottom right, come off the side rail and try and get up just a little bit farther up table than where he is right now. He got way up table this time. That's okay. He's gonna He's going to fire the 8 in, give himself a little bit more difficult shot on the 9 ball, but that way at least he cinches the 8. Doesn't have to play any funny shape. Oh yeah, he's fine. Okay, this is a chance to go up 3-2. Greg Taylor, third round, winner side match, 2011 Virginia State 9-ball championships. We're coming to you live from Midlothian, Virginia, just outside of Richmond. Greg Taylor up 3-2 over Danny Mastermaker on the TV table. I'm Brian Keller. I'm your host. In the booth with me is Joshua Dickerson. He's just come back from stopping a fist fight out on the floor. Oh, that was earlier, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
No, that wasn't a fist fight. That was a temper tantrum. Reminds me of The Hustler, and Burt Gordon said people need an excuse for losing. There was at least 2 over there in that match.
Yes, that particular player is talented, but he's not as talented as he thinks he is.
Or as he once was.
Possibly also true. But that's okay. I'm sure he'll be back next year to watch. That was just for you.
Bless you, sir.
All right, Greg has broken dry. Danny comes to the table with a shot on the 1, but kind of a messy table. Looks like, is that the 2 and the 8 ball back up there in the upper right
That is
hand
the 2
corner?
and the 8.
So it looks like he's got a dead combo, except he needed to make the 1 ball.
Let's see, Danny, that last rack, I saw where he was trying to cut that 5 in with the bridge, and it looks like he hit it good and just hung the ball.
Yep.
One thing Danny really needs to do is slow down his pace and get him mentally back into get himself mentally back into the match, because if you start taking a little extra time, you're going to focus and bear down a little more. But if you rush that shot, I think he rushed that 1 a little bit, just the little tournament jitters, a little excited to get it in and get the match going, get it back running on his side, getting it tied up, and can't make many mistakes with a player like Greg Taylor.
That's for sure. And Greg's looking for a 2-8 combo here, and going to try not to lose the cue ball too far down table. That's perfect. All right, now he can go 2 in the corner, 3 in the side. He needs to stay kind of this side of the 3 ball so he can roll up and make the 4 down in this corner. I mean, if he gets the right position on the 3, I like him to get out from here. This is.
Can also play the 3 in the side.
Yeah. That'd be how I'd play it. See, he's perfect.
He's there.
So
Stun the ball over a couple inches, shoot the 5 in the corner.
Yep.
Oh no, that's the 4 right next.
Yeah, that's the 4 right next to the 3. So he's going to shoot the 3, come down here.
Okay, I thought the 4 was the 8. My mistake.
Okay, now he's going to shoot a little stopper, maybe draw back about 6 inches on the 5. That's perfect. Now he's going to decide if he wants to play the 8 in the side. What he'd really like to do is play it in the corners and then follow it down, or be shooting down towards the 9 ball.
So you shoot the 6 and draw it back for the 7 to play it in the corner?
Yeah, I don't know if he's straight in enough in the side pocket. What he could do is shoot it a little, if he's got a little angle, shoot it with a little bit of top right, go to the side rail and kick back out this way. Looks like he's going to draw it.
That's a good shot.
That is a good shot.
Just forced it to the
yeah,
rail.
He's fine. Okay.
A little jacked up on the 9, so he'll probably play it down in the corner.
And he's firing the side.
A good shot.
Nicely done.
Yep.
That's a tough shot jacked up over that, and you got to put a little pace on it in these side pockets on the diamond tables. They're no bargain. This to go up 4-2. Greg Taylor takes the 6th rack from Danny Mastermaker here in the 3rd round. And we thank Simonis for being one of our big sponsors for the Virginia State 9-Ball Championships. You're watching on the TV table Greg Taylor, who has a 4-2 lead over Danny Mastermaker. Greg's from Lynchburg, Virginia. Danny's local boy from Richmond. And we're here at Diamond Billiards in Midlothian, Virginia, coming to you live, high def over the internet, streamed thanks to our friends at Inside Pool Magazine. You can watch our stream at insidepool.tv. You can watch it at Facebook, YouTube, and virginia-pool.com. So it's available all over the place, wherever you are with an internet device. So Greg breaks and breaks dry yet again. Hasn't quite figured out this table for the break. I know just how that feels.
I look for Danny,
Sherry.
I look for Danny to play some type of safe here. Maybe trying to get Greg behind the 3 and the 7. Bank the 1-up table. And as long as it doesn't peek out here, it looks good. Very good.
Yeah, that's nicely played.
Tables are playing pretty fast today, so you got to kind of pace that ball, because if you don't, you've come back a little too far and you've left Greg a chance to get out on him, because no real problem balls in this match. Probably the only problem that he has.
There we go.
Well,
so you got a hit and scratch on the side. Danny's going to have ball in hand and kind of like his chances from here, because it looks like everything's got a pocket that I can see. I found it's interesting. The humidity is making the tables play. The cloth is playing very fast, and the rails are very sticky. So I found all my banks coming up short. The guy I played in the last match did not have that problem.
But I've seen
he compensated. Have you? Boy,
yes.
He bank. Holy cow!
Warp speed.
Oh,
warp
speed.
The only speed he has in banks.
He made every single one of them. He banked on me 9 times in our match and got out every time. But the highlight of my play was making 2 jump shots.
Speaking of banks, I just recently watched a video about the late and certainly great Eddie Taylor, the Knoxville Bear, who was arguably the best bank pool player ever, and very, very fascinating video. You see him inducted in the BCA Hall of Fame in 1993, and then he is actually in his home telling stories about growing up, learning the game, and road experiences playing with and against all the great players of that era: Minnesota Fats, Luther Lassiter, Tuscaloosa Squirrel. He played them all, and all of his contemporaries said he was the best bank pool player around.
I've heard that too. That was a really nice shot. Danny fired that ball in to swing over and get shape on the 5. That was well done.
Great shot.
Now it looks like he's straight in. He's going to have to roll this. And
Nicely
did it
done.
Perfectly, okay.
So now, depending on how straight he is on this ball, if he has a little bit of angle, he can just draw 2 rails back and have shape on the 7. Oh, he just came straight up table.
Plenty fine, okay.
Nicely done.
He's good. That's the way you do it. Now you can just draw straight back and shoot the 9.
Nicely done.
Wow. I thought he was going to get a little close to his work there, but that's perfect. And Mastermaker makes the ball to get his third game on the board, so he's down 3 games to 4 to Greg Taylor. Third round of the Virginia State 9-Ball Championships, 2011 edition, coming to you live from Diamond Billiards in Midlothian, Virginia. We're sponsored by Inside Pool Magazine, who is graciously putting up this feed for us to give you a live high-def coverage of the tournament on the TV table. We're also sponsored by Diamond Billiards, Simonis Cloth, Kamui, Tips, and Chalk. It is a great day here in the Richmond area. It's hot as the hinges of hell. It's about 96 degrees outside, which is down 7 degrees from yesterday when we had 103, setting a new record. Yeah, it was a brutally hot day.
We did set the record yesterday.
Did set a new record by 2
Wow.
degrees. The heat index, which is one of those things that I think has been invented by television. It's kind of like Hallmark Cards version of stuff. The heat index was 112 yesterday. And, I've been in 112 degree heat in Phoenix and Las Vegas before. And if the humidity's down, that's not horrible. But 112, it's hot here, folks. That's all I can tell you. Danny's going to roll out, no shot on that.
And I have to say something about this stream. This is the second year we've had the stream.
Yep.
And, JR and Alvin and their crew have done an outstanding job with the stream last year.
Oh.
Wow.
Nice
2-rail kick.
Nice
and
2-rail kick and little slack
there.
on the shot there from what I can tell.
I thought we had a great setup last year with the stream that we had this year. They
Really
just took
something,
it
isn't
to
it?
another level.
Yep.
With the high-def cameras, the additional lighting, the mic over the table, so you can kind of hear all the click and clack of the balls during the match, the commentary that we have here today.
Players muttering to themselves on the table.
So, I mean, I never thought I'd hear myself say this, and you're probably going to hit me for this, but where's Earl when we need him? This would be the mutterer's delight on this table right
This
here.
would be, wouldn't it?
So, but just JR and Alvin have done an outstanding job, and personally, thank you guys very much for coming and making this happen, because this adds just such another degree of excitement and class to the event. And now I know why the Seminole Tribe has hired you guys on to do all of their events and stream their events. I'm sure they're
Very cool.
pleased.
That's great. Congratulations.
You've done 2 events already in Florida and California, and have done very well with those.
Good job. Thanks, guys. I'm not used to working with professionals. This is very cool. All right, Greg's got 3-ball shot here. Played it. It's beautiful.
Great shot.
He's perfect. Good shot on the 5. 5 to the 6. If you can stop it right there.
Tough ball to stop at that angle at the side, though.
Yeah.
He's almost better off
Letting it drift a little bit.
either letting it drift, or if he's confident in his stroke, cutting it up in the corner and coming 1 rail back off to shoot the 6 in the side. I mean, he's looking like he's just trying to stop the ball. Wow, great shot.
So that's the shot. Yep, very nice.
Very confident in his stroke to shoot a ball like that.
Okay, good. He's fine on the 7-ball. Going to play a little outside on this to come back and... I mean, he'd almost like to get dead straight on the 8-ball, wouldn't he? Maybe just off the rail a little bit?
Yeah, doesn't want to be straight on it, because if you on this side of the side pocket, those points can jump out at you. So he wants a little bit of angle so he can shoot
He's
just
perfect with that.
straight top English and come down, roll towards the 9-ball, and shoot it in the upper corner pocket.
Perfect. So here's Greg Taylor's chance to go up 5 games to 3 and get back up by 2 games on Danny Mastermaker. Like so many good players, he's not just running up and hitting the 9-ball, he's stopping, taking a little breather, taking a little quick lap around, making sure he's ready to shoot it, and makes it to go up 5 games to 3.
And Brian, as you know, we have a very interesting match coming up here in the next round on the 1-loss side. We have a little bit of a family feud going to happen. We have Sherry Bruner and Christopher Bruner having to play each other, a mother and a son playing each other in this year's Virginia State 9-ball championships. I've got folks trying to pay me to put it on the TV table, and I've got more folks trying to keep the mother trying to keep it off of the TV table. So I don't have a dog in the fight because I play pool with both of them as I do with you in our BCA pool league.
Yeah, right. It looks like we're going to take a quick break.
We'll be back in a minute, folks. Okay, we're back in action here at the 2011 Virginia State 9-ball championships. We have Joshua Diggerson here with Brian Keller, and Greg Taylor just broke the balls and sent the cue ball off the table. Looks like he didn't catch the one ball squarely, and hopefully Mastermaker can take advantage of this golden opportunity.
Danny comes to the table down 3-5. Table is reasonably open. I see it looks like everything has a pocket. I think he's just a matter of connecting the dots and making sure you keep the ball in line. You should be okay.
Key shot will be getting from the 1 to the 2.
Yep.
Not running into any trouble behind the 3 and the 8. And should be a routine out.
Wonder what those are like. Routine out for me is 1 ball. Okay, so he's played that perfectly. That's if I have ball in hand. And he's going to look to shoot. He'd love to get straight in on the 3 to the side pocket. Then he could play the 3, then pop the 4.
Good shot.
That's well played. He's good. There's a 4 down here to the corner. Let's see. Good stroke. All right, so I think the 4's on the side. This is, oh, right. Okay, thank you. And the 5's down the other end of the table. Okay, got it. All right, so he's going to draw this maybe 1 rail. Yep, come over and back. Perfect. Now with this one, he'll want to come up past the side pockets, I think. And he's well past the side pockets. Nice, perfect. That's a great shot. Nice 2-rail shape. Mike Siegel would be proud. He claims to always play two-rail shape. All right, bumps the 6 in. He's got the 7 in the side and looking to get on the 8 ball. I think I like him here. He's looking pretty good. He's almost straight in on the 7. He'll follow it up. That's great. Nice, perfect. Danny's a very accomplished player. He's played on the Great Southern Billiards Tour several times. He actually had a streak earlier this year when the tour first got started in the spring, and he came in second 3 straight tournaments. Could not break through, but I think he finally broke through the 4th week. So there's a 4-5 score here in the 3rd round of the Virginia State 9-ball championships. We're coming to you live from Diamond Billiards in Midlothian, Virginia. I'm Brian Keller alongside Joshua Dickerson, the tournament promoter. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, Diamond Billiards, Inside Pool Magazine, Simonis Cloth, and Kamui Tips and Chalk. So it's 4-5. Danny's breaking off in the 10th rack, trying to get back to 5-all.
I just received a message from Mr. Ozzie Reynolds, who runs the Action Pool Tour, which is a new tour that just started last month that runs from the Carolinas through the Mid-Atlantic. And Ozzie wishes he was here, but says hello, wishes everyone well out there watching the stream, and just wanted to remind everybody about the Action Pool Tour. He has a tour stop here at Diamonds next weekend. No, I'm sorry, in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And he's had an event here a couple weeks ago and got 49 players with this format. And
nice.
A different format. It gives the amateur and the pro the ability to play each other in a heads-up match, and makes it worthwhile for both levels of speed with the game.
Oh, awesome.
So congrats to Ozzie on a good start to his tour, and wish him many more successful events.
That's great to hear. A lot of great tournaments played here at the at Diamonds. My gosh, got the
next weekend is a Great Southern Billiards
yeah,
event.
we got
here.
the state tournament here this week. Next week's the Great Southern Billiards Tour. The following week is the, what did you say, the Action Pool Tour?
I believe so. If it's not the week after that, I think they've got something planned for later in the year. And that's another big kudos out to Diamond Billiards. They try and work with as many of the tours as they can, and the individual promoters as well, trying to do events. They are a great group of folks to work with, and they do as much as they can for not only the sport, but for their pool room, to keep the pool room relevant, to keep it new, keep it different and exciting, and getting return customers in and out of Richmond.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, Danny did is a very smart shot. He played a push, left himself a kick shot. Greg passed it back to him. Danny played a nice kick, got a good roll, made an effective kick, and hooked Greg for a good safety. Now Greg's left with a kick on the 2-ball, and he scratches. So Danny will have ball in hand with a chance to get out of this rack, although tough roll in the deuce there. Looks like he may be able to make that down in this bottom corner pocket. Or Danny may elect to try and play him safe and stick him behind the 4-ball. Can't quite see what it is, but Danny loves the 3-foul, people. I've been on the losing end of that from time to time. All right, Danny lining this up. I don't think he's too thrilled with that. He's safe, but I don't think he wanted to really stick him behind the 8-ball. Or 4-ball, sorry.
Left him the side rail to kick at.
Side pocket's in the way. He's got to spin this a little bit. Oh, good hit.
Very nice. And return save.
Oh, and yeah. And stuck him behind
Got a good roll there.
8-9 ball. He did get a nice roll there. That's well done. What do you think? What's he gonna do?
Danny's trying to
mass a jump shot.
Trying to get down to the right. Oh, and
Good
just
try.
missed it.
I think he was hoping to leave everything tied up down there in a clump, and he unfortunately got a little unlucky and knocked things apart instead.
Do have the 8 on the rail though, right near the side pocket. I don't know if it's frozen or not, but that could wreak havoc for whoever gets to it. Right now, Greg has the first opportunity to get to the 8 ball, and with the 7 being on that side of the 8, he's going to have to figure out a way to get up table, hopefully to try and play it down in this corner pocket and roll towards the 9, but no gimmies with this table.
That's for sure. Okay, Greg's going to come one rail from the head rail back up down table for the 3 ball. Put some nice spin on it, coming around. And he's left himself just a little bit of an angle in 3. Ooh, nice shot. Greg played a beautiful shot on the 4 ball right there. Came 2 rails out of the corner pocket to shoot the 5. Trouble going to be to get to the 6, so he's going to need to pull this over to the left-hand side of the table to give himself enough angle in the 6 to come back up table for the 7. And he really needs to leave some angle for the 7 so he can shoot the 8 down table towards the 9 ball. And that's a tough miss. He's left Danny a bit of a, not a real difficult out.
It was a lot easier than it was a minute ago because he's got the 8 off the rail.
It's a darn sight easier than it was a minute ago, that's for sure. And Danny's left himself a nice angle for the 6 ball to get up on the 7. Coming out, that's lovely.
Good shot.
Oh, that's a really nice shot. I think he left it a little straighter than he wanted.
Yep. Great shot. Get a good roll here. Oh, good.
Little bump shape to come right in on the 9 with a chance to go tie the match at 5 games all.
Bump shape.
Bump shape, a ricochet of perfection. There you go.
There you go.
All right, 5 games apiece. We're all tied up after 10 racks.
We're back in action here at the Virginia State 9-Ball Championships, the 8th annual. In 2011, we're here at Diamond Billiards in Midlothian, Virginia. Thank you for joining us. My name is Joshua Dickerson. I'm the tournament director and promoter. Alongside me in the booth today is Mr. Brian Keller, who will also be played in the event this year, has unfortunately decided he doesn't need to play any more of the field and went 2 and out today. We'll be reffing the quarters, semis, and finals tomorrow, and is also, fine woodworker that he is, made the champion and runner-up plaques for this year's event as he has every year. And Brian, we just saw a promo for, a commercial rather, for Powerful Pool and Zen Pool for Max Eberly. And you had the pleasure last year at this event to sit with Max in the booth and do some commentary. And I've known Max for years. He went to James Madison University here in Virginia, was a collegiate champion, very good player. I think he's out in Las Vegas now, House Pro out in the new pool room out in Las Vegas. So Max, if you're out there, miss you here, buddy, but congrats on the new gig. We will definitely have you back whenever your schedule is available.
Yeah, Mad Max is a trip. We had a great time working together last year, and he's a lot of fun to be around. Really good player too. Got a chance to spend some more time with him in October at the U.S. Open 9-ball championships down in Chesapeake after our visit together. So, ooh, just missed. Greg's tried to play a safety and got a little bump off the 9-ball. And
I can honestly say about Max Eberly, I knew him when he had hair.
Did you? I think everybody did.
Great guy.
That should get a text pretty quickly. I would think if he's watching, that should get a text.
Didn't hardly recognize him with the bald head, but yes.
He does look. Does he still have the beard too? He had, last time I saw him, he had shaved his head and had a beard going. I was like, wow, that's pretty wild. He does, yeah.
Danny was trying to get Greg on the 4-ball there and just didn't get there, so he's
Didn't
left
quite
him a
get
shot.
enough on it. He's left him a shot. The difficulty here is going to be able to get back for the 3, if he's going to take the offensive shot. The smarter shot might be to play the safe.
I think he just spins one rail and comes out, and 3's right next to the 2.
I don't know.
Problem is stretching out over the table.
Yep. It looks like he's going for an extension. Yep.
Oh, he played your shot, played the safe.
And got a good roll. I don't think he can see all of it. If he can see any at all, I think he's got the 4's got him on one side and the 5's got him on the other. He must be able to see some of it.
Wow.
Sure could. And he's going to
Opening
try and
9.
snooker him behind the 9-ball.
It's big, and it did.
Yes, he did.
Very nicely
Well
executed
done.
shot.
That's what I love about watching players of this caliber. You see him being able to make shots like that just beautifully.
Absolutely.
The only time I play safety is that good is when I'm safe myself. I really need to practice that. I really need to practice. So he's going to jump it. Here he comes. Good hit and made the 4 on the side. Wow, nice. He really got out nice on that one. That was a very fortuitous kick.
We got a match on the winner's side, starting on table 14.
All right, so Greg's going to try and cut the 2. Put a little bit of inside English. Try and swing over and make the 3 in the same pocket. That needs to slow down. No, he got a little bump shape. There we go. Now he has to decide where he's going to shoot the 5-ball. Probably straight up at the corner up here. But he's looking like an awful long shot because he's almost dead straight on the 3.
If he's straight in, he might be able to draw it back with a little English and come one
Spin
rail
back out.
out to the center of the table and shoot the 5 on the side. Well, he's accepting the long shot on the 5-ball, a little off angle. But he'll he's going to try and just squirt this over and play the 6 ball in the top right-hand corner pocket. Unless he can hold it, he can play it in the top left-hand pocket.
I don't think he can hold it.
Good shot. And he plays his ball in the bottom left-hand corner, comes off the long rail, comes back over for a shot on the 7 ball. Just pops it right in. Nicely done.
So he's going to come back out and shoot the 9 in the opposite corner pocket?
I believe so. A little bottom left-hand English. Maybe even shoot this ball with just center bottom and come out.
Oh, he
Wow.
overcut it. Overcut the rent. Nice left, Danny. A pretty difficult cut shot. Pretty thin cut. Not frozen. That's the good news for Danny. He's got a makeable shot. But this is one of those that you really got to bear down. And he'll come across 2 rails over and back in order to come out and shoot the 9. Oh, no, he banked it. And
Sold the farm.
Boy, oh boy.
And Danny tends to bank the balls pretty well, but when he rolls them like that, it's difficult to play accurately with the pocket like that, particularly on these diamonds. He's much better off playing that bank a little more aggressively, because if he plays it a little aggressively and he comes a little short,
right,
he ends up not selling out, leaving it near the pocket. Hopefully it comes out towards the center of the short rail.
Right.
So, and Danny was actually just commenting before his last match, he needed to learn how to play one pocket, so.
I don't think he needs to learn too much. All right, so Greg Taylor takes a 6-5 lead, and we're in getting ready to go to the 12th rack in the 3rd round of the 2011 Virginia State 9-Ball Championships. We're here in Midlothian, Virginia. Diamond Billiards is our venue. Looking at Bobby Chamberlain playing at the table next to the TV table.
He's playing Eric Moore, another former champion of the Virginia State 9-Ball Championships.
Wow,
Tough
overcut
shot
that
there,
2-ball.
Bobby.
Bobby's a terrific straight pool player. My gosh, he's a good player. Multiple hundred ball runner.
We're getting back in action here on the TV table with Greg getting ready to break the balls.
Trying to avoid the scratch, got out of it, made 1. And has a shot on the 1 ball.
Looks like a routine out from here. No balls touching each other or the rail. Score should be 7-5, Brian.
Everything's got a pocket. Just got to stay in line.
Absolutely. The only difficult shot he'll have would be getting from the 6 to the 7, and that's just a matter of distance.
Now he's almost dead straight on the 2.
He's not liking it. He's shaking his head. Looks like he's got to draw it straight back and play the 3 in the side. Yeah, he's not liking it. He's looking at where he wants to be to shoot the 3 ball here.
And Greg fired that in. He's got a shot on the 3 ball. That 4 ball's in a bad spot for this 3. He's a little bit out of line. He's going to have to figure out what to do. Either draw straight back. Looks like that's what he's going to do. Yep. Drew it straight back. Now he can play it in the bottom right corner pocket as you watch. Leave himself a shot for the 6. Very nice. All right, so he made the 6 very nicely with that combo. Now he's going to be able to come off the head rail and back down table.
Okay, we got matches on one off side. Table number 2, Chris Kyle and Alex Trevino. Table number 2. On table number 4, you're going to have Bill Van Zandt, Thomas Dorsey. Table number 4, the younger Dorsey. Table number 5, we are going to have Lucas Bobby and Gary Crusade. Table number 5, we're on one off side matches, ranked 9.
I think he left it a tad straighter than he wanted to. He's going to want to draw this straight back. And he's okay. Now he's got a little bit of angle for the 8 ball. He'll come over and back for the 9. Center cut. He does. He plays very sporty. So here's a chance to go up 7-5. Take that 2-game lead back again on Danny Mastermaker. And he's got it. Greg Taylor goes up 7-5 on Danny.
They haven't played yet, so it's been contemplated whether we can, after this match, maybe putting them on the TV table. I need to consult with a few folks, and we'll see if we can make that match happen. We've actually got another exciting match coming up on the winner's side that I just looked at the brackets. We have John Newton and Larry Crissell have a match. That'll be a good match too.
That'd be a good match.
But that match has a little ways on the brackets before it can go, so we can probably squeeze in a match before that match.
Oh, little body English helped. Got that ball in the side pocket.
Always helps me.
I'm on your team, dude. I know better.
You've seen the dance recital that happens when I break the balls.
I have, actually. It's typically followed by the Q slam at the end, so it just...
And that's Earl. When you have one of your best friends that's a cue maker and you can get shafts made at a whim, I'd be doing it too.
Okay, Greg, up 7-5 with a chance to get up 3 on Danny Mastermaker. We're here at Diamond Billiards, Midlothian, Virginia. It's the 3rd round of the Virginia State 9-Ball Championships 2011 edition. I'm Brian Keller in the booth today with Joshua Dickerson, the tournament promoter. And we've got some really good players in the event this year, despite a little bit smaller field than we've had in years past.
Yeah, what we're missing in quantity here this year, we definitely have not lacked in quality.
That's for sure. Not as many donors this year. I think that you have a lot more players. We've got, I guess 4 former champions.
3.
3. Eric, Larry,
and
Chris. Just 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Several former runners-up. This tournament has got quite a bit of history for only being 8 years old. Keith McCready was the second year? Second
Finished
version
second the first year.
And
Chris Lohr.
Chris Lohr. Yeah, it was quite a tournament. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, Chris Lohr won the inaugural event. Keith won the second.
Wasn't that the year that Keith went on to finish third at the U.S. Open too?
No, actually, it was the year that Keith finished third in the U.S. Open that was the year I decided to have this event.
That's right.
I was
the following year you had the tournament.
I was down. That was the year that Hurricane Isabel wreaked havoc in Virginia, and they still managed to have the U.S. Open that year during the hurricane. And when I went down on Friday, Keith McCready played a local player, and when they recognized the local player, Scott Smith called his name. I was one of 3 people in the room applauding for him. But of course, when they said the name, the Earthquake Keith McCready, the
whole place went crazy.
The whole place went nuts, and about blew the roof off the convention center. And at that point, I said to myself that we needed a venue to showcase the talented pool players that we have in this state. And here we are today, 8 years later, still going strong.
That's right. So Greg Taylor took that rack. He now leads 8 games to 5, up 3 games on Danny Mastermaker. He is on the hill, ready to break off, and possibly the case game. This is where the hands start to get a little sweaty, knees get a little jumpy, I'm told. No, contrary to popular belief, I actually won a couple matches last year, so.
Finished in the money last year.
I did, but this goes to show that the law of averages is not just a good idea, it's the law.
The next time you see your sponsor for this event, you ought to remind him how well you did last year and thank him again for all that.
I should. My sponsor, the Walnut Company, the people that come up with the walnut for the trophies? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The Virginia Walnut Company.
Virginia Walnut Society. Oh, nice kick shot he got. Oh, he should have got a better roll than that. All right, now Greg Taylor steps to the table with the opportunity to run out and move on to the next round and send, what I would consider to be one of the pre-tournament favorites, send him to the one-loss side, because I kind of had to like Danny for a chance at this trophy.
You can never count Danny out, though. Some guys play better from the one-loss side. They start getting into a rhythm and running several matches.
Chris Bruner's like that a lot. I've seen him play from the one-loss side many times.
He spends a lot of time there. Well, he's got a really interesting match coming up next. Mr. Bruner does, because if he wins, he advances in this tournament, but he doesn't have a ride home. If he doesn't win, he at least gets to stay in the house. So that's true. And if we put him on the TV table and the whole family's watching, I don't know, the phones would definitely be blasting with text messages. And apparently, according to Alvin, we've been getting a lot of questions and requests for that match on the TV table. So everybody wants to see it. So once this match is concluded, we're going to look at the brackets and see what we have and make a decision. So keep you in suspense out there a little bit, folks. You think, is he on the wrong side of the 3-ball where he can't get down for this 4-9?
He's going to have to, he's going to have to do a little moving here. He played it nicely.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Greg Taylor trying to fight off the close the match jitters, and on the hill at 8-5 against Danny Mastermaker. Here at Diamond Billiards Live, Midlothian, Virginia. 8th Annual Virginia State 9-Ball Championships. In the beautifully air-conditioned Diamond Billiards. Oh, did he hook himself? Oh. He's not a happy person with that one.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he got it.
Nice shot. Looks like he had just enough to make it. And this shot you got to be really careful of. Got to get past the 8 on this shot. Does he try and come all the way down to play it in the bottom left-hand corner, or is he trying to just get past the 8 and play it the 7 in the bottom and the top right-hand corner? I mean, sorry.
So
Top left or top right?
I would actually, in a perfect world, I would play bottom right, come to the long rail, and try and pull back and shoot the 7 in the side.
That's another option. That's probably his best option. That way he takes the 8 completely out of play.
Right. And if you come up short on, you can still cut it, down in the corner, but you take the 8 out of play. Or in the other side pocket would also work.
Yes.
Holy smoke, that's perfect.
Great shot.
That was a great shot. So Greg Taylor on the hill with 3 balls to get out and move to the next round against Danny Mastermaker.
And it looks like the player representative from the clubhouse is going to win this match.
My money would be on one of them. And he's left a little meat on the bone here. Going to leave himself a little bit of work.
Good thing he's tall.
Across. Yeah, stretch out across for the 9 ball. This is the case 9 ball to go up 9-5 and take the match. Greg Taylor.
Nicely done.
Spears it beautifully, and Greg Taylor is a 9-5 winner over Danny Mastermaker here in the Virginia State 9-ball championships. We're coming to you live from Diamond Billiards. We'll be back shortly.
Yeah, man, keep shooting like that. Keep shooting like that. Shot good. You shot good. I mean, I couldn't add up the amount of mistakes I made to make up that. That's the way I look at it. I mean, you shot good. I mean, I didn't shoot that.
Okay, we got a match on one more side. Table number 11, Jeremy Huggins and Gary Dunn. Table number 11.
Sure, Steve.
In a few minutes, we're going to have a match on the TV table. We're going to have Christopher Brewer playing Sherry Brewer. Already started in about 5 minutes. So we're going to take a break on the loose end and we'll get that started. Thank you. into the tournament.